First came months of unexplained numbness and tingling, but I knew it was something more serious when I lost partial vision in my right eye. So I went to the ER, and within hours I was having an MRI, spinal tap, and steroids. So I was in total shock. Then months after that were a lot of follow-ups. Then I received the diagnosis. The floodgates opened at that point, and I was told that, I have MS, that I'm gonna have it for the rest of my life, and there is no cure.
Hi, I'm Art Meller, President of Accelerated Cure Project for Multiple Sclerosis. Our mission is to cure MS by determining its causes. We believe that knowing the causes will lead to the fastest route for a cure. Our approach is straightforward and highly efficient. We are creating a large-scale, open-access MS repository of blood and clinical and epidemiological data from people with MS and, for control purposes, people like them who don't have the disease. Our initial milestone is to collect samples from 1,000 people, but we are planning to continue collecting far beyond that number. We will make these samples available free of charge to researchers studying MS in exchange for the return of data generated using these samples. Equally important, we will act as a central information hub in a growing network of research centers and make all data collected available to all researchers using samples from our repository. By organizing this data into what we call the Cure Map, we provide researchers with a window into an ever-expanding database of knowledge from multiple disciplines.
When Art first approached me about participating in the repository pilot study, I was thrilled, and as an MS specialist, the whole approach made terrific sense. MS is apparently not caused by a single gene or a single nutritional deficiency or a single virus. It looks as though it's caused by multiple genes that confer a relative degree of susceptibility and multiple environmental factors that together produce the illness. Researchers have made substantial progress in finding some of these factors, but the majority of the risk is still unexplained. The advantage of the Accelerated Cure program is that we'll be using a number of different researchers with very different techniques, and with the same individual population, we'll be able to put these results together.
We are making these samples from our repository available to researchers studying MS in exchange for the return of data generated using these samples. Equally important, we are acting as a central information hub in a growing network of research centers and making the data collected available to all researchers all over the world. By organizing this data into what we call the Cure Map, we provide researchers with a window into an ever-expanding database of knowledge from multiple disciplines. MS researchers are eager to have access to a resource like our MS repository. They agree that studying a large group like this over time and sharing the results of their research could indeed accelerate the cure for MS.
The doctor said that there was no cure and that I had to pick a medication that was to be injected into my body regularly for the rest of my life. And I was scared. So I started to find ways to control my MS, and what I learned was how to have balance in my life. But what I dream of is to not have to worry about it. The people that I've met and the things that I've done since my diagnosis have so enriched my life. But I know that the best is yet to come.
It will cost approximately $2.5 million for the Accelerated Cure Project to collect the first 1,000 samples for our repository. By comparison, most research grants are typically in the $50,000 to $250,000 range, making it very difficult for individual researchers to undertake a project of this scale. Very few individual research teams can be expected to have the administrative resources necessary to collect even a few hundred samples in a reasonable amount of time. For us to collect 1,000 samples requires establishing and staffing up to 10 sites around the country, plus a central administrative staff to oversee the project. The results of individual studies are seen by a small audience, typically among researchers in the same field. Currently, there is no interdisciplinary mechanism that makes all results visible to all researchers. Our Cure Map will provide this missing window into the collective knowledge of all researchers who base their studies on samples from our repository.
I'm asking you to support us in our $1 Million Challenge. To show its commitment to our success, the Water Cove Charitable Foundation will match all contributions of $1,000 or more, dollar for dollar, up to $1 million. Imagine the impact you can make. Through your contribution to the repository project, you are funding many studies at once that collectively are the most powerful tool to determine the causes of MS, so we can accelerate the cure for multiple sclerosis. People with MS, like Jen and me, thank you.
The doctor said that there is no cure, but with your help, we'll find it.